At the forefront of this philosophical skepticism stands Socrates, widely regarded as the founding father of Greek philosophy. Within Plato's dialogues, Socrates emerges as a figure profoundly pessimistic about the democratic process. Through the character of Adeimantus, Plato illustrates Socrates engaging in a discourse aimed at revealing the flaws inherent in democracy. Socrates employs a metaphorical comparison, likening the governance of a society to the navigation of a ship. He questions Adeimantus. When embarking on a sea journey, would one prefer the helm entrusted to just anyone or to individuals versed in the intricacies of seafaring? Adeimantus, without hesitation, opts for the latter. From this analogy, Socrates extrapolates a fundamental critique of democracy. The notion that voting should not be left to chance or intuition but treated as a skill that necessitates education and cultivation. Just as one would not entrust a ship to inexperienced hands during a storm, Socrates argues against allowing an uneducated citizenry to determine the fate of a nation. Socrates' reservations about democracy were not merely theoretical, they were rooted in lived experiences. In 399 BC, he found himself facing trial in Athens on charges of corrupting the youth. A jury of 500 Athenians deliberated on his case, and by a narrow margin, delivered a verdict of guilt. The subsequent execution of Socrates by means of hemlock poisoning stands as a poignant tragedy comparable, in its impact on critical thinkers, to the crucifixion of Jesus for Christians. However, it's imperative to note that Socrates' stance on democracy was not one of elitism. He did not advocate for a system where only a select few had the right to vote. Instead, his argument centered on the necessity of an educated electorate capable of making informed decisions for the collective welfare of society. He stressed that only folks who really think hard about things should get to vote. But now we've lost sight of the difference between a smart democracy and one that's just handed out like candy. We've given everyone the vote without making sure they're wise about it. Socrates saw this coming, the Greeks' worst nightmare, demagoguery. Back in ancient Athens, they had some nasty experiences with demagogues. Take Alcibiades, for instance, a smooth-talking, wealthy guy who messed up freedoms and dragged Athens into a big mess in Sicily. Socrates warned us how easily politicians can trick us with simple solutions. Picture a debate between a doctor and a candy store owner. The candy guy would slam the doctor, saying, "See this person? They've done you wrong. They give you yucky medicine and tell you what not to eat or drink. But me, I'll give you all the treats you want." Socrates asked us to imagine how the crowd would react. Would the doctor's honest answer, "I'm here to help, even if it's tough," go down well? Probably not. Yet we've forgotten Socrates' wise words about democracy. Instead, we see it as a surefire good thing, ignoring that it only works well if everyone's educated about it. That's why we end up picking more candy sellers than doctors.